Dude, you're worth it. Check out NorthmanCoaching.com if you're a guy going through divorce or hard times, a brotherhood of men who support and lift each other up. You can also join the new Northman Coaching School at school.com, and for 7 days free, see what a benefit being part of the brotherhood will be. Just 84 cents a day. 84 cents. Invest in yourself. You are worth it.
Disclaimer. We are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not therapists or mental health experts. Just a real couple living real life. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. Say it twice so you don't forget it. Hey! Session lessons unscripted. Hit record, let the mess get edited in my Mic on, brain off, laugh lines, trade costs. Spilled tea, spilled truth, old scars, new proof, inside jokes, on an honest loop. Side quest in a living room booth. We don't plan, we just press play. You say careful, I throw the script away. Yeah. Sessions and lessons unscripted. Every stumble gets uplifted. Turn my problems into punchlines, twisted. Still I feel my spirit lifted. Sessions and lessons unscripted. Every secret gets remixed, shifted. If it's awkward, yeah,
What's up, everybody? It's your buddy Joel Rosario, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. That seemed like it stopped abruptly. Anyways, hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. And across from me, here at the luxurious Unscripted Studios, Gloria Rosario.
Hello there, buddy. Joel Rosario.
Hello, pal.
How's everybody doing?
I was going to say toots.
Toots? Oh, I hate that term.
Wasn't Tom and Jerry, didn't they used to say that on there?
Every once in a while when they did talk.
First of all, is that derogatory? I hope I'm not like offending somebody by calling you toots.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's bad or whatever. I mean, I guess that's how they used to talk back in the day, right?
Toots.
It's like that name is it was the James Cagney movie. Now I can't remember.
I've been called worse, so I think I can handle it.
Speaking of, that was an awesome movie, Angels. That's one of my James Cagney was pretty cool, and there's one of my favorite movies. One I can watch all the time. Angels with Dirty Faces, which I might have around here somewhere.
It, yes.
Great movie.
I love that movie.
That is a great movie.
It is.
It's from 1934 or something like that.
Yeah.
Old gangster movie.
Mm-hmm.
James Cagney. But it's his character's great. I mean, the story's great. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's
what was this thing? What do you see? What do you say?
What do you see? What do you say?
What do you see? What do you say?
Hey, pull your chest up to the wood. Chuck your chest up to the wood. Yeah, it was.
That's a great movie.
The story was cool. It was like two kids that grew up together. Well, for the most part, grew up together. One, they were mischievous, right? Just mischievous, bad kids. And then the one ended up still like they did something and they got caught. And then after they got caught, the one kept doing bad things after them, became like a mobster and a criminal or whatever. And the other one ended up becoming a priest.
Yeah, I think the gangster went to jail, and when he came out, he was already initiated into the mobster
he
world.
was already in some stuff. And then, of course, him and his other friend that became the priest got back together, and then the priest was running like a program for young boys, and of course the young boys were like all like hoodlums and stuff, or wannabe hoodlums, and they looked up to the bad guy, but then they were, still with the priest, and they didn't want to like do anything. It was a great movie.
It was. What was it? Angels with Dirty Faces?
Angels with Dirty Faces.
Yeah, that was such a good movie. I've actually recommended that movie a few times to like different people who like old school movies.
Speaking of movies, Gloria did something that was like, I don't want to say out of character. Well, I don't blame her. So one thing Gloria and I like doing, well, not so much now because it's not the same. We like going thrifting because sometimes you find some pretty good stuff. So we went, and I got rid of a lot of my physical media. So like my video games, I don't have any like discs. It's all digital on a hard drive. And then I got rid of a lot of my DVD. I had a ton of DVDs.
Yeah, you had a big collection.
Yeah, and I got rid of a lot of them because, of course, streaming started. And then my thinking at the time was like, I don't need CDs anymore. And then now I'm kicking myself because I had so many. So I make it a habit when I go to a thrift store, because the movies are dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And I look through them, and the ones that I like, I just take them. And sometimes I get pretty lucky, and I get some good stuff.
I got some great stuff.
Gloria found like a treasure chest of of DVDs today. It was like all Disney movies. A lot of them were like older movies. Like it was like a whole big pile of just Walt Disney.
It was like 2 carts overflowing with movies, and then like 2 shelves, and then an additional half of a shelf. So I was like, I think I spent a better part of the time that we were at the thrift store looking through
just
those
looking
movies.
at movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of classics in there.
Yeah, I got a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
I got what was it? I got man, I got so many of them I can't even.
Yeah, there
right
was
now.
like a whole pile of them. I ended up picking up Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, which is great. And then what was the other one? I picked some other. I don't remember, but yeah, I mean there was.
Yeah, no, I'm remembering. So I got Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
I got Evolution, which is a movie that came out in like the 2000s.
Oh, you got Pinocchio, Dumbo, Snow White. What else? It's all Disney movies.
Yeah, basically all the Muppets.
That's not a Disney movie.
No, it is.
Is it a Disney?
Yeah, the Muppets.
No, it's not.
The Muppets are Disney now.
At the time, was it when that came out or no? I don't know.
It's on there. Well, anyways, yeah, I had a great time looking through these movies. One of these nights, I'm going to start binge watching them.
Yeah, I still got a... Man, speaking of, so if you guys have been listening, like there's times where we'll talk about off-topic, like movies or like kind of like now.
Nerdy stuff.
And there's a list of movies that I'm compiling because Gloria says I have to see all these movies that I haven't seen. So like what? E.T.,
Yeah,
The
La Bamba.
Bodyguard. Oh, I saw La Bamba. We did that the other day.
Yes, I finally convinced him to watch La Bamba.
It was pretty good.
It was. It still breaks my heart when he's like, Reggie!
His brother was kind of a jerk though.
Yeah.
But I don't know, whatever.
Anyways.
So, Bodyguard, E.T., I wasn't going to give Step Brothers another chance. But whatever. So, how are things, Gloria Rosario?
Great. There's something that we haven't mentioned here yet.
What?
Our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, yes. How can I forget? How time flies when you're having fun. Yes, we have officially been on for a year.
It doesn't even feel like it, to be honest. It's like...
It doesn't feel like it, but if you go on our streaming platforms. We got like 1 million episodes.
No, we really do have. I think it's up to like 2.
I don't know. It's a lot.
It's up there.
Well, you figure 2 episodes a week. So, and sometimes there's little bonuses here and there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We do have a couple of bonuses.
But yeah, and of course, she's going to be like, you downplay everything.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Well, considering that I have the mind span of a gnat sometimes and I lose interest in things really quickly, I'm so surprised that I'm still sticking to this.
It's because you're working with me and you can't get enough.
Can I fire him? We want to fire each other every so often. It's
true.
It's been interesting.
Yeah, there's times where I just want to like kick her out.
He can't, though. He married it.
I sure did.
I told him I was crazy, y'all, but he didn't listen.
She thought I was going to do something to her on our first date because I wanted to know if she had to go to the bathroom.
Have we talked about that before?
I'm sure we have.
Yeah.
Where I like invited you into my apartment when we first met, and then,
it was like 10 seconds after meeting him.
Well, yeah, because we were about to go drive, and it's like
it was a long drive.
No, it wasn't that bad.
To me, listen, coming from Chicago,
well, you were already driving like an hour.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, I had already been driving, so to me, another 30 minutes, 20 minutes was like an eternity.
Oh, you bring up a good point.
Yes. But yeah, I had to use the bathroom so bad, and I was like, no,
and she was going to not go.
Yeah, I was going to hold it.
Oy.
I was going to ask him to stop at a gas station because I wanted something to drink, and then I was just going to run to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't hold it anymore. I'm a peer, you guys. Whenever we do road trips and stuff, I'm always pulling over to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yes, I am.
Actually, you're not really. We've been on trips, and you have been fine.
Sometimes.
For the most part.
For the most part, I have my days.
I mean, you're always going to want to make a pit stop anyways.
Yeah. I can't sit still for too long. I get antsy.
Yeah. Me too.
Me too.
All right. So, I guess we should continue the show. What do you think?
Yeah.
And none of this small talk.
No, let's get on with it.
Yes.
We're wasting these good people's times.
If they're still there.
Or person, people.
Or a couple people.
One of you? Hello?
You know, for our first, it kind of, well, I shouldn't say it snuck up on us, but
It snuck up on me.
The way I found out was, I think it was on Facebook was it Facebook?
Yeah.
I don't remember. No.
The memory thing on Spotify.
First, a friend of mine mentioned it, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I guess. Like, because it was around this time, of obviously, a year ago that we started it.
Yeah.
So I put 2 and 2 together when he mentioned it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then I opened Facebook, and there was a posting about it. I don't know where it came from. Like, well, happy 1 year anniversary. And it's like, oh, wow. So I guess it's official. So.
Yeah.
Anywho,
we do have something planned for you guys. We just gotta put it together.
Oh, for the anniversary?
Yes.
Yeah, Gloria and I have been talking about doing some special stuff, and we'll announce it. There's like a few things that we want to do.
We want to get clearance before we start.
Well, no, it's like there's little side things or projects we want to do that are kind of fun. And then as far as like the anniversary and all of that stuff, we're thinking about doing like giveaways or something.
Yeah, but we have to
figure out what we're giving away.
Not only that, the bylaws of all these different platforms have different rules for different things. So we just gotta make sure.
I can't even keep up anymore.
No.
Like you can play music, you can't play music. You can
do raffles. You can't do
You
raffles.
can do contests. You can't do contests. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know.
So we got to check everything so we don't get flagged or anything. So be patient. We do have something fun planned for you guys.
We have some stuff. And some stuff we don't really need to worry about that stuff.
Yeah.
But
We'll get to it.
anyways, well, of course, we will let you guys know.
Yes.
So Gloria and I, as we always do, because Gloria likes to talk,
You can't keep me quiet.
and typical, relationship, she's over here talk, and
It's when I'm quiet that you have to worry.
anyways. So I'm sure you guys know, and we've been talking about it. We've been going through some stuff, and I've been going through this big, I don't know if I'd call it big, but there's I've been working on myself, and I'm on a journey like everybody else is, right? And I'm trying to improve my mindset, my attitude, my outlooks, my just life in general, right? Just trying to be a better person, adopt new things and ways of thinking, whatever. It's opening up more accountability, more discipline, that kind of thing. And then Gloria is kind of in the same boat.
I thought you were going to say she's doing the opposite.
No, you've been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I know you were kind of in a funk there for a while.
I'm not 100% out yet, but I'm dealing with it better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I would go as far as to say that I'm not 100% out either, and it's a little tricky also when you have, I guess, clinical depression, right? You've been diagnosed with it, and you take medication for it and whatnot. So that's a kind of a little snag, I guess, that gets thrown in there.
Yeah,
Would you say that?
I would say so. A snag.
So, it's doable. It can get a little challenging, I'm not going to lie.
I've learned that it takes patience with myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I've been working on is patience. So, yeah, we were talking about all of that and, people working on themselves and trying to make their lives better. But then there's the, not the flip side, but along with that, you got to live life, right? And then life's going to throw you curveballs. It's going to throw you obstacles here and there. Things aren't always going to go smoothly. There's going to be days that are better than others. And we were just talking about basically being works in progress.
Right.
And then just trying to kind of navigate through all that nonsense.
It's hard because I think in our case, or at least from what I see from us, is that healing takes patience. You have to kind of just go with it and kind of take it one day at a time. It's not something that you're just going to wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I'm better now, tra-la-la, and just go on about your day. It doesn't work like that. I honestly don't choose to feel that way, down and sad and just depressed. But I also can't just snap out of it either.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to give ourselves a pat on the back because that healing takes patience and it hurts. It is going to take time. It's going to be lonely. All those things. The healing just doesn't magically just oh, you're better. Let's move on.
No, it does not. And one thing I dislike is when people act like that. I know when I was growing up, it was like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, just, get over it.
Or my favorite's always been,
what do you
have to be depressed about? Oh, man, when I hear that, I just want to just throat punch someone.
I was going to compare it to when, I know a lot of people out there just they're what they do for a living or whatever. It's, it's you know, and you'll have like a coworker or something, or oh, you know, at least you got a job, which they're not wrong, but then of course you don't want to hear it, right?
At least you're employed.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good comparison.
No, but people do that. Like,
They're just quick to dismiss stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't care. I don't lean on. You know, it takes me a lot to talk to you about how I'm feeling, even though we're married and even though it's been, you know, a long time that we've been together. I am not a feelings person. I don't know how to express myself. I can express myself effectively, but I get overwhelmed and I just kind of shut down just because I'm just like so worked up.
You know, I'm gonna say something to you, and and I know when I met you, you were telling me what a mess you were, and you were like almost like you were always arguing with family members, and people didn't really like you, or they thought certain ways about you, and I'm like, I don't know where you're getting that from, because I thought you were like the exact opposite. I thought you were great. Lady, I wouldn't give you the time of day if I thought you were bad, like, you know. But it's like...
No, but see...
I don't think you give your... You know, you guys tell me all the time, Joel, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, I give me credit. Let me tell you something.
Well, yes and no. Because, you know... I'm such a mean person. I'm bitchy. I'm this and that. It's like, I don't see you look like that at all. I mean, everyone has their moments, right? So do I.
You. I was like, because I love you.
Yeah, but I see the way you interact with people.
Yeah.
And you're very, always polite, always respectful, you always seem like you're in a good mood. And I believe me, I know how that is. Like, faking it till you make it, where you act like you're in a good mood, but you like are not really in a great mood. You're just kind of just trying to hold it together. I get it.
I'm an expert at masking.
I have become an expert as well.
No, but see, here's the thing that like I don't think you realize, or I don't know. And before I met you, obviously, I was coming out of something that really changed my life. You know, I had a severe head injury. It was something that really changed my life. You know, people don't take head injuries seriously, and we don't realize that our head and our neck areas are very sensitive, and you fall just in the right way. And, you know, people have died from falls. So when I was coming out of that, that changed my attitude completely. Like, it changed my temperament because I had to control my temper. Otherwise, I would get dizzy and lose my balance. Because I was, what does it say? Alterate. I would, stress myself out. Mm-hmm. And that would make me nauseous, and then I would get dizzy, and then, you know, I would have balance issues. So I had to kind of learn to control my temper and all of that stuff. So it took me a long time to get to that point to where I'm like, look, I'm not going to let other people's emotions get me down. I'm not going to let anybody else, you know, talk down to me. I'm going to be the bigger person with my aunts and other family members. I'm not going to argue anymore. I'm just going to let them say what they have to say. It doesn't matter to me anymore. So I think you came in at the time of my life where I was at that pivot to where, you know, whether I got along with my aunts or whether I didn't get along with them, it didn't matter anymore because I wasn't going to give anybody else the satisfaction of altering my state of emotions. So I think that's kind of why you feel that I'm not that way. So, yeah, it's just... it's been so many changes that have happened in my life from that particular day that I fell to, like, you know, the point that I had met you.
This brings up a question while you were saying that. I was thinking something.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it to sound bad or offensive or anything like that. So would you say that this accident that you had, this nearly life-altering accident,
I could have easily snapped my neck and it would have been over with.
right?
Right.
Would you say that the term that came to mind was a blessing in disguise, but I almost don't want to call it that. You know what I mean?
It's funny that you say that because I describe it like that. I have described it like that before in the past. Because like I said, at that when all that stuff was happening to me, I had always been independent. I've always done things my way, never had to ask permission for anything, not even when I was growing up. I just did things, and that's why I got into so much trouble. Mm-hmm. But going from that, like, rambunctious, high-spirited, just kind of vocal person to kind of not being able to work, not being able to drive. I had my independence taken away. My brother did not feel comfortable leaving me alone at home during the daytime. So for a while, I had to go back and live with other relatives just so I wouldn't be home by myself, because I there was a lot of stuff I couldn't do. How can I put it? It is so hard to be a person that has been independent for a really long time and then have to not necessarily bow down, but kind of bend at the knee and say, like, I need help. Can you please do this for me? Or, I can't pay for this. Or, little things like that I'm so used to doing. It was hard for me to kind of be in that position. So I learned a lot during that time. So, yeah, I would say it was a blessing. For sure.
It's funny how life works like that sometimes. Like, I guess in my situation, I can kind of, I guess I could say it's a blessing in disguise too, right? Because, I guess I turned out the way I did. Like the book thing, and it's like gave me, it's going to sound weird, but gives you the tools to use.
Yeah.
To put in your belt,
Yeah. A lot of times I think that when we go through traumatizing things in our lives, whether it was my head injury or what you went through in your situation, it mentally breaks you down. And I feel like when you kind of start to come out of it, your brain restructures in such a way that it prepares you for other things that could be possibly worse. And that's the thing about people who have been like sexually abused or molested or been in like weird situations like this, that your mind protects you a lot of the times, and it sets it up in a way that you're always hyper vigilant and hyper alert about every emotion, everybody in the room, the way that people talk, the way that they move. We noticed we notice details that other people don't, just because we were so hyper vigilant and protective. So I think that, yeah, that does prepare you for other things in life.
True. I was also thinking about it being like, these things happen to you because they're like preparing you for stuff down the line. So, for example, you've been laid off and out of a job for a long time. You became homeless. You became, a substance abuser, whatever, right? And then you live this hell, right? And then you get out of it, and now you can use that to help others because you experienced all that stuff. And then I don't want to say it makes you legit, but it makes you legit. You know what I'm saying? Like you went through some stuff, and someone is more likely to listen to you or hear what you're saying because this guy who's lost his job and because of that became homeless and is having all kinds of problems. You have been there already.
Right. You know, something just kind of popped into my head. There are some people that when they listen to me talk or they listen to Joel talk or people who have been like in similar situations or we talk about like my head injury or anything like that to that effect. I've been told kind of get over it or you're so dramatic or things like that. You know, it's like it's like downplayed to a sense. And it's not necessarily that we're not getting over it or we're playing like the victims or anything like that. When I talk about like things that, excuse me, that have changed my life, like my head injury, the drugs, and anything else that I've been through, it's not that I'm like asking or looking for sympathy or somebody to be like, oh, you know, that's so sad and how tragic. And that's not what I'm looking for, and that's not what we're looking for. So it's not like we're, you know, playing these victim roles and just like over dramatizing things. These are things that actually like affected my life and shaped Joel's life and kind of shaped my mentality and the way that he thinks, you know, and it's never about, you know, trying to be dramatic or just like repeating these stories over and over. I mean, these are our experiences.
Right.
You know?
And, you know, life, I guess.
Yeah.
Without, you know, that's the best term I could come up with.
Lives.
But, yeah, I mean, you know, even with all this growth and stuff that we're talking about, you still have struggles. You still have days that don't go as smoothly. And it's
healing is like it's a process.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. That's exactly right. It's a process. It says, like you said, you need patience. Like things aren't going to happen overnight.
No,
especially what we're talking about are like traumas and our abuse and all that kind of stuff. And it's like that's not something you can just turn off.
No,
you know what I mean, like.
No, I think this was a while ago, a really long time ago. I was explaining to one of the guys that I was dating for a while, and I had never really talked to anybody that I was dating about like what had happened. And I don't think he meant it like in a way to kind of like make me feel bad. But his way of like trying to make me feel better was like, it happened such a long time ago and you're like so strong now and you just kind of need to move on. And it's like, it's not that we're not moving on either. Trust me. I've come a long way from, you know, the person I was at that time. But again, sometimes people that haven't been through the same things and haven't had I guess a trauma or something to that nature, it's hard for people to like understand. You know, it's not like you got a paper cut and you're like, oh, just put a Band-Aid on it and it'll be okay. The physiology in our brains and our emotions and the way that we people is so complicated.
It's funny. I think that's happened to me before where they're like, oh, that happened so long ago. It's like, why even worry about it now? That's not that simple. I mean, like I said, you can't just turn stuff off.
No.
And I don't know. I don't know if it's just people, their lack of understanding. They don't care. I have no idea. What do you think it would be categorized under? Ignorance?
Not ignorance, just lack of empathy, I think, is what it is. People just aren't empathetic. And again, I'm saying people don't owe me that. Nobody owes me anything, empathy, or to feel sorry for me, or any of those things, and I don't expect any of those things.
Right.
But if we talk about these topics a lot and we circle back, there are people out there who genuinely have been through these situations or worse situations.
Right.
And those are the people that we're talking to. You know, if what we say doesn't resonate with you, or, you know, you're just like, God, stop being so dramatic, or, you know, just get over it. This isn't for you. You know, just move on and let us, you know, talk to our people, you know. But yeah, I just think it's a lack of empathy. And like I said, people don't owe me that. They don't owe you that. But if you don't have anything nice to say, just shut up and like move the hell on, you know?
Yeah. And
that's me putting it nicely.
and then it's like, and then that's kind of what, I guess we can segue that into what we're kind of talking about, right? Like, you are trying to move on. You're trying to fix yourself, and you're trying to live right and be the person you want to be, right? And then you still got to navigate through all of this stuff. And it's like trying to avoid landmines sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to step on it, and then you're screwed.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, it's you know, it's easy to get overwhelmed too. So like, I know I've gotten a lot better with that, and I don't know about you, but that's why a lot of people like give up, or they're like, "I'll forget it." You know, I'll just stay the way I am, because they just overwhelm themselves. I think you just got to take it one little step at a time, one day at a time. Whatever, you know, whatever you're trying to do, don't be extra. That's basically what I'm saying. It's okay to really want to do it and this and that, but you got to take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because there are days where you are going to be so happy and just, you know, going on about your business, and then the next day you might not be okay, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay not to be okay. I always thought that was cheesy when people said that. It's okay not to be okay, but it really is.
But it's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, even like you setting goals, like, let's see, let's get real here for a second.
Uh-huh.
What would one of your goals be?
Me? As far as what? In general, or?
Like what? Like, say, what are you wanting out of life right now? Like, what are you trying to accomplish, or you know?
I want to be a millionaire. So freaking bad. No.
Yes. I want to be I'll be happy with 1,000 there.
I'll be 100 there and be happy.
I could find $1 on the street right now and I'd be happy. Still wouldn't buy me a gallon of gas.
No. Honestly, my biggest goal, and I've told you this recently, is I want to get back into like my routine of like walking and exercising and just kind of getting out there and moving.
Right.
Because walking has been kind of one of the biggest healers in my life. So I need to get back into that.
I really enjoyed walking. Like when I lost a ton of weight before, that's all I did. Mm-hmm. All I did was walk. And then, well, of course I, you know, had a new food routine or whatever, but a lot of it was just walking. I didn't really go to the gym. I didn't lift weights. I didn't.
See, here's my thing. I hate going to the gym. And not for reasons that, no, listen. Not for reasons that you would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just hate being indoors and exercising because I feel like I'm claustrophobic. And I get bored. Like super bored. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, if I'm on the treadmill or walking the track or...
You get bored with all those TVs around
Yeah, I really do get bored.
that play food commercials. Oh my God. I'd be on the treadmill and there'd be like a Whopper staring
At
me
Taco
at the
Bell.
face.
Come to Taco Bell after you burn
Yeah.
500 calories. No, but I would much rather, like, for me, I can bike for 15, 20 miles a day and not get bored because I'm outside, I'm looking, I'm, watching different things and,
I was going to say something and it would be, and I'm not trying to be mean.
What?
I really am
No,
not.
go ahead, please. Please. Share with the class.
I was going to say because you get easily distracted.
I do.
And you're like a cat or a dog where something flashy in front of you and just you see Gloria's head darting back and forth.
No, but I haven't biked obviously in a while, so it's going to take me a while to get back up to my 15 or 20 miles a day.
Yeah.
But I just find it so much better to feel like the wind in my face, the sun, the trees, I get more motivated and I don't feel like I'm working out or I'm moving. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't mind. At first I kind of
And
didn't like going.
Gyms usually smell kind of weird.
Well, I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
No, gyms have a certain smell to them. And it's not BO. It's just, I don't know.
Gyms are interesting places, I will say.
Definitely.
Especially certain ones that you go to, which I will not name.
Yeah, but anyways. So yeah, that would be one of my goals. My biggest goal is to get back on the bike.
I have a bunch of goals, mainly fixing my brain and my life.
Baby
Those are
steps, dear.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying. Because you got to
Baby
take
steps.
Yeah, and I think I've been doing pretty well. And it's like just like I said, you just got to shrink the goals and do it. Chip away at it a little bit at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Then you got to stop. There, and then also like when there's certain things you want to accomplish or do, there's no perfect time to do it either. You just got to do it. Because I think, and I fell into that trap too, where you're waiting for the perfect moment to start this or do this or implement this in your life. And like, there's no perfect time. Just do it.
Yeah.
And then, like another thing for myself is I'm getting more better at just, if I can't control it, I don't worry about it. And if it's something I can control, then that's when I become proactive.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
What?
No, you said that. You said something that kind of is from the House of Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
Where if we can't take care of it now.
That's not what I said.
That's what you said.
No.
Yes.
I said you can control only what you can control.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't say what you just said. Don't put words in my mouth, woman.
I'm rubbing off on him.
And then you got to realize, too, that there's going to be days where you're not feeling it. Like, I was like that the other day. Oh, my gosh. I woke up and it was like, I just want to crawl back in bed and not move.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I cannot do this today. But then I rocked it. Like
That's what I was going to say. I was like, but you did it anyways.
Well, I really have no choice because I'm not a thousandaire. I found a quarter on the floor. That's a good sign, I guess.
That's probably mine because I always drop my change.
Oh, my God. This lady, guys, I don't know there's just like, she leaves trails of things. Change, credit cards, old receipts, what else? Her keys, her freaking socks. There's just like, there's trails of stuff everywhere.
I'm not denying it.
So she would never get lost because all you have to do is follow the trail. You know, crumbs from a bag of chips, peanuts, whatever. She leaves trails.
Anything else you'd like to complain about, Joel? You better stop for your head.
No.
Yep.
That's it for today. The complaint department is closed.
That department's been closed here.
Just leaves trails everywhere.
Yeah. And see, I'm not even denying it, though.
See, then I'm not talking out of my rear end then.
No. But I will disagree with you on crumbs because, I hate ants.
There's a lot of ants around here.
There are.
That's just weird.
So, yeah, I will fight you on them crumbs because, no. The socks, yes. The crumbs, no.
You know another thing that I've noticed that I stopped doing a lot of? The negative self-talk. That I haven't been really doing much of.
You've gotten better. Not completely, but
No, I mean, I'll
better.
still crack a joke or make a comment about myself or whatever. But it's never meant to be mean or negative. And then, I think you gotta kind of limit who and what you listen to also, right?
Yep.
Like, I've been surrounding myself with a lot of great people that are very helpful. And then I got people that surround me that are not so much.
Are you talking about me? Because I'm a very helpful person.
No, I would say you are very helpful
I am.
for the most part.
Gold star.
But sometimes, what is that? The honeymooners to the moon? To the moon with you, Alice.
To the moon with you.
But I still love her. Even though I want to, uppercut her into the moon sometimes.
What he said, ditto.
That's not. Mm-mm. Another thing we got to realize too, and as much as I hate to admit it, there's going to be some hard decisions to make and hard things to do, which I know a lot of us don't like to do.
No, and I mean, not only that, sometimes you have to let go of family members, so-called friends, places, people, conversations, situations, all that stuff. You're going to feel lonely sometimes because once you get rid of those people, you are going to be in a very different position.
You are Mrs. Green Thumb, so I would say it's just like growing a plant or a flower. You got to prune them. You got to cut out the bad parts.
And you got to water the ones that you love.
And to make it grow, yes.
And sometimes you got to throw poop on things to make them grow.
I don't even know how to respond to that. You have to throw poop on things to make them grow.
Well, yeah. What do you think fertilizer is, dear?
So can't we put that quote in those in?
I'm going to put that in a mug.
Quote sites or in a quote book somewhere.
No.
Sometimes they throw poop at you to make you grow.
Yeah. So, no, well, one way of looking at it is you got to go through shit to grow.
Or like one saying, I'm like a mushroom. They keep me in the dark. You keep feeding me crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on from this topic.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I know it's not easy all the time and you got to navigate through stuff, but I mean, the bottom line is just be patient, one thing at a time. Don't get discouraged, I guess. Right? What would your summation or your advice or whatever be?
My biggest thing is take time for yourself above everything. Yes.
Well, think about you.
Yeah, put you first. I mean, granted that I know that some of you guys obviously have kids and you're married and you have a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or whatever your situation is. But I guess I'm going to give you guys like a little like example. I got into an argument with a family member because I didn't want to pick my grandmother up or something. It was something like small, you know, because I was like, I had hurt my back. And I was using a gate belt and they didn't like me using like a belt to transfer my grandmother. And for those of you that don't know, it's like a belt that you put around the waist that kind of gives you more stability as you're transferring a patient or whoever. And they're like, you're hurting her. I was like, no, I'm not. And she got mad and they were telling me like, oh, you are so selfish. You have to take care of your patient first before you take care of like yourself. And this is coming from people who never had any like experience working in anything like this, you know? So I was like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. But the way that I told him is like, okay, let's say that I'm transferring my grandmother and I hurt my back. Who's going to transfer her? Do you guys know what you guys are doing? Like, you know, and it's such a small thing, but it's like sometimes you gotta do what you know is right, even though other people are telling you like, no, it's like, it's wrong. You know, my thing has always been is like, if I'm not taking care of myself, I can't take care of her. I can't take care of my family if I'm not taking care of myself, you know?
You have to put yourself first.
And that thing where they say that if you're flying with your kids, who do you put the oxygen?
Yeah, you gotta do it. Put it on yourself
Put it on
first.
yourself first.
Yeah.
You know. And when I tried explaining that, they're like, "You're so horrible. You don't have kids. You don't know what it's like." I was like, "Okay, so if you don't do it like that, like let's say you put it on them first and you pass out, who's gonna take care of them? Who's gonna like guide them?"
Mm-hmm.
Other people are going through the same situation. Trust me, they're not worried about your kids.
Mm-mm.
And that kind of like, oh, well, in that case. But it's like, yeah, sometimes you just got to shut people up, do what works for you, and take care of yourself first before you take care of anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said. Took the words right out of my mouth. You cheated. You looked at my paper.
I can't even look at the screen.
What screen?
This screen in front of me. I have to squint.
It's because you're getting old, lady.
Yeah.
You need glasses, which I don't know why you're not wearing them. Anyways, me, Mr. Half Blind.
I know, right?
Yeah, my eyesight's horrible. I actually do have a condition with my eyes. Yeah, a medical condition, which I probably won't even get into this story, but I need to find a new eye doctor. Let's just put it that way. All right, we're going to just leave it there. It was just a quick little conversation we were going to have. Don't forget the website, sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. You want to send us a note, a letter, scathing review or 7-star review because of my cleverness.
You lost them. There's nobody listening.
Yeah, I just hear crickets right now. sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And then visit us on all the socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. It's easy to find us. You could just look up my name, or if you want to look up Glow on there, like in TikTok, Glow's handle is Glowster. And I just have my name. I didn't do anything crazy and fancy like some people. Like Supermaster 25-9er, awesome dude, whatever. And then my book, May December End, The Ballad of Joy Flowers. It's available now if you guys want to pick a copy up. Amazon, Kindle, and Nook. And anything you would like to add, my dear?
Yes. when you get a chance, if you haven't heard yet, hop on over to Glowing Off Script. That's GLOING off script. Don't look for it with the W because there is no W on it. You have to keep repeating that.
Yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, people just, because of course her name's Gloria, but the shorten is Glow, GLO.
Yeah.
And people just throw the W on it for whatever reason.
So there is no W. It's GLO. But anyways, check me out. I drop episodes every Friday so far without fail. Hopefully that's the pattern that I'm going to continue to follow.
And your last episode was very good, I must say. And we were getting some feedback, and people were really liking it. You guys go ahead and we were... Glow is working on some stuff for her podcast, and it is available because we were trying to figure out where exactly it was being posted.
The analytics are kind of weird on mine, so we were kind of just checking out to see.
Well, we won't get into the details about it, but her deal's a little bit different. You can find her, of course, on Spotify. Looks like you can find her right now on Apple Music. What's the other one?
YouTube,
Amazon, Amazon Podcasts,
and iHeartRadio. Yes.
So if you guys go to any of those, you'll be able to find her.
Yeah, it's most major podcasts.
Yeah, I mean, you'll find her basically where you find us.
But if you guys could do me a really quick favor, let me know where you guys listen from, just to give me a little bit of a better idea.
That's good.
Yeah, let me
Good
know.
idea.
Yeah, let me know where you guys listen from, whether it's iTunes, Spotify, or some other one that I don't know about. So just give me
if you
that bit of
stumble
info.
across something else.
Yeah, that'd be helpful for both podcasts, actually. So if you guys can just let us know, that'd be great.
All right. Well,
that's it.
Fantastic. All right. Seriously, guys, thank you for listening. We appreciate you. We appreciate you listening to us babble for however long we're on here.
Now we're almost.
But yeah, appreciate you as always. Sincerely, we do 100%.
Absolutely.
Spread the word. Let people know about our show. And and I would like to say happy anniversary to my lovely cohort and colleague and counterpart and
soulmates,
ball and chain and
all that good stuff. So thank you guys.
All right, guys, we're going to see you on the next episode. So hope you guys have a great one.
Bye.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. Say it twice so you don't forget it. Hey! Session lessons unscripted. Hit record, let the mess get edited in my head.
Tune in every Friday for Glowing Off Script, where Gloria Rosario talks about the topics that matter to you most. So join her and her friends for some deep, sometimes fun discussions. Tune in and listen today.
Glowing off script, we're sliding off the grid.